President Benton, it is my privilege to present one of the men most reviled by hackers, spammers, cyber criminals, and identity thieves today. T. Kendall Hunt is founder, chair, and CEO of VASCO Data Security, a firm that brings safe and secure electronic transactions to its customer base of more than 1,500 banks and financial institutions worldwide. In addition to secure banking, VASCO's security applications protect a myriad of companies and their digital transactions in healthcare, gaming, legal services, manufacturing, and government, to name only a few of the industries comprising its 10,000-strong client base. Mr. Hunt is a leader in the industry. He is chair of the Midwest Council of Tech America, a former president of the Belgian Business Club of Chicago, and an advisory board member of Northwestern University's Kellogg School of Business and the McCormick School of Engineering and Applied Science. Mr. Hunt also serves his community as a board member of the Posse Foundation, an organization that provides full college scholarships to urban minority leaders. And at Pepperdine, we were thrilled to host our first cohort of Posse students from Washington, D.C. this fall at Seaver College. In 2004, he established the Ken Hunt Running Back Scholarship at his alma mater, the University of Miami, an act of gratitude for the school that honored his football scholarship despite his suffering an injury as a sophomore tailback, ending his athletic career. President Benton, it is truly an honor to present T. Kendall Hunt, devoted husband to Patricia Donovan Hunt, and proud member of the class of 1979 and PKE Cohort 36 as the Graziadio School of Business and Management's Distinguished Alumnus for Fall 2010.
Thank you, Dean Livingston, President Benton. I'm really happy to be here. And it's not just because we just came from Chicago and it's 15 degrees and snow on the ground. I had dinner last night with Dean Livingston and Lou Drobnik and his wife, and Dean Livingston reminded me that most of the graduating class here are seniors, are not kids, is what I mean. And so in terms of my comments, I'll try to adjust them more appropriately. I was here a few years ago, sitting where you sat, and I was so proud of the fact that I was getting my MBA. I'm from a small town in southern Illinois, Mount Vernon, Illinois, and so for any of the Hunt family to get an education was something. In fact, when I was maybe an 8th grader or freshman, I thought my goal in life is to make $20,000 a year in some company. I've done that, by the way. When I got a little older and my body filled out, by the time I was a junior, I figured out I was a pretty good athlete. I played football, I was captain of the team, and I went on to get a scholarship at the University of Miami. So guess what? My goals were adjusted. I wanted to play pro football. And so I went down to Miami with a little southern accent. People thought I was from Alabama or Georgia. Southern Illinois is very southern, by the way. And so I was doing pretty well as a sophomore. I was a running back or a tailback, and I started my sophomore year. So my dreams were coming true. And at the end of my sophomore year, after spring practice, I had an off the field, not on the field, but off the field accident. I don't have time to go into all of it, but it ended my football career. Just like that. I couldn't play college football. I could for sure not play pro football. So I kind of had to reinvent myself. The injury was a problem for a year and a half. I had to go to summer school every year to catch up. The University of Miami, in spite of the fact that was not an on-the-field accident, honored my scholarship and let me graduate with my peer group. I changed my life. I got my grades up. I was on the dean's list my senior year. I became student body president my senior year. I went to work for IBM, and I've been in high tech my whole career. Segue forward about 14 years, and I was out in San Francisco working for a high-tech company and running a fairly large international division in my mid-30s. And they offered me a chance to go to Pepperdine. In fact, it was PKE 36 to get my MBA, and I jumped at it. 20 months later, I was here where you are, sitting and getting my degree. And all I can say is I feel so fortunate that I had the opportunity to go to the undergraduate school at University of Miami, go to the graduate school with PKE here at Pepperdine. Both of my educations were paid for. I feel very, very fortunate about that. Now, one of the things I want to say that I think about a lot is I always know that there's somebody out there that's bigger, stronger, faster, richer, smarter, better looking. And that kind of helps me think about sorting things out as I live my day-to-day life, because there's all kinds of people out there, all kinds of talented people, and you have to do your best. All right, now I'll bring out my notes, if I can get them out here. By the way, it's warm up here. I'm going to read my 10 rules to live by, whether you want to hear them or not. Number 1, never give up. Almost nothing works the first time it's attempted. Just because what you're doing now does not seem to be working doesn't mean it won't work. It just means it might not work the way you're doing it. Number 2, stay out of your comfort zone. Not much happens of any significance when you're in your comfort zone. Always move forward. Never stop learning. Never stop improving. Never stop doing something new. Number 3, when you're ready to quit, you're closer than you think. The temptation to quit will be greatest just before you are about to succeed. Number 4, take things one day at a time. No matter how difficult your situation is, you can get through it if you don't look too far into the future and focus on the present moment. You can get through anything one day at a time. Number 5, measure everything of significance. Anything that is measured and watched improves. Number 6, never let anybody push you around. In our society, with our laws and even playing field, you have just as much right to do what you're doing as anybody else. Number 7, never expect life to be fair. Life is not fair. You make your own breaks. Number 8, solve your own problems. By coming up with your own solutions, you'll develop a competitive edge. Number 9, don't take yourself too seriously. Lighten up. At least half of what is accomplished is due to luck. And finally, number 10, there's always a reason to smile. Find it. We're not here on earth for long, so live your life, love others, and laugh often. Congratulations.